Hi everyone, I have another installment of my International Overseas Adult Coloring Book collection. I'm a little behind and have at least another 2 shelves to do. This might be video 17, I'm not sure. I just grabbed these 2 right off the bat. I didn't have time to pull the English name for this one, so I will list it in the comments, or at least the link to it, so I can't comment much on it. At quick glance, I couldn't find it, and I bought this one quite a while ago. So let's start with, this is Sanrio's. I know Sanrio, who does like Hello Kitty and all the cute characters. And this book was from Amazon Japan. Nice red spine. This is just another similar shape, style, weight, and paper quality of the one that I had a video where I showed some Disney books, but I have all the Disney books from Amazon Japan. So it's very similar to those Disney books. So if you're a fan of kind of culture, retro pop or pop culture, I think you'll like this book. And since Book Depository is closing, I encourage you all to look toward Amazon Japan. It's a little bit harder to locate books. You can do Amazon Japan in the English translated version, like shop in English. But when you're searching like for a book, if you type in the English name, it doesn't pop up. Like you have to almost know how to search in the language. So I've had a really hard time finding some books that I've wanted that I know people have gotten on there, because I can't type it in right to find it in the search results unless you know the artist name that you can usually search by. But yes, you do pay for shipping from Amazon Japan, but it is worth it. I just wait until I have like 10 books to buy, and I do a whole bunch at once. I love this. This is kind of like a tissue paper, like a cover inside. And so it's nice, thick cardstock. Cute, cute characters. And this is small glimpses of what you'll see on the inside. With my vision, I can barely even make these out. These are double-sided, so it might be a little trickier to use with your mediums that will bleed through the paper, unless you don't care what's on the other side, which is often my case. Like, I might not care about doing a whole spread that's repetitive, so I might want to do this in marker. You know, like I might want to do this whole adorable spread in markers, as long as I don't care about this side. And it does seem like you have more major pictures, and then it seems like on the next page you have patterned like wallpaper pages. So I think that's maybe intentional. So like here we have a spread, like the Cloud Dreamland spread, and then you have more of that patterned wallpaper stuff. So it, you know, maybe they just did it like this instead of having it blank. Personally, I'm not too interested in doing 2 identical pages with the same characters on each side anyway, so that's fine by me. Hopefully you can see this whole thing in my camera. This is a pretty big book, actually. I'm not even sure you can see it all. The paper is a little more cream than stark white. It is nice and thick. I love this mandala type wreath with Hello Kitty. Super cute Hello Kitty scenes in here. Love this one with all the different little characters. Very spring-like. Like this is a cute spring book. I haven't done anything this one because I just was saving it until I felt in the mood. It's fun making these videos for me because I forget all the stuff I have until I start pulling them off my shelves, and then I see all these pages I want to color that I never have time for. So it's kind of like mental torture at the same time. Fun to play tennis with Jimmy. That's cute. can't remember the name of some of these other Sanrio characters, but I used to know them when I was young. Hello Kitty hat box. This one's so cute and girly. I love this one. Like a dress shop. That one's cute. Teacups and critters. Very busy, this book. There's a lot of smaller things. Like these are identical, but the location of like the bed with the girl is different than it is on here. So it's the same items, just in a different repeating like wallpaper type pattern. That's cute. They're painting. Cute. Frame pictures. I'm really behind you guys on my filming. I'm having 4 family dramas and my son and daughter-in-law's divorce and custody legal nightmare that was done in December is now flaring back up again, and things are happening. And as always, my ex-daughter-in-law is dissatisfied and wanting to challenge everything over their 1-year-old, and now she wants to go back to court, and it's just this whole nightmare. So, and I have to be a witness, so like I'm having to chart all these notes and everything. I'm so over it. Just doing that for a year now almost. Over it. My dad has pancreatic cancer, which is a newer development, and he's in California and I'm not, and that's causing me like distractions and all these interruptions in my normal life. It's just really rough. And my beautiful, sweet Bella, my white calico cat of 16.5 years, passed away 2 weeks ago, and I was pretty depressed here, at least for a week where I didn't like do anything. So, and then all this other stuff, it's just like, it takes a lot of mental energy to even do your normal fun stuff, sadly, when things are going down harder and faster than the Titanic and your life is sinking to the bottomless pit. But here I am, trying to distract myself. I'm a real cheery person today. Okay, I'm the anti-cheer coloring channel. Let's look at this one, whose name I can't remember, and I don't really have the energy to look up, but I think it's probably Korean. Let's see if we can see anything on the inside. Very heavy book. Look how heavy it is. Good quality book. I don't like it as much as the Sanrio book, but I don't even remember where I got it. I have to look at my Amazon Japan account. Might have got it at 70 East Books. I have no, maybe this is this might be a Chinese book, actually. Yeah, I think it is, actually. Vietnam. So it's a fashion book. As you can see, it gives you some example of the gals and the fashions, which is fun, and I love fashion. Can't read any of this, but I love the fashion. I think that the largest population of adult colorists, like as far as the hobby goes, are probably US based, and Australia, US, and UK. So I really wish these brilliant adult coloring book artists in non-English speaking countries, it would be really awesome if they could, some of them do, but they don't all, like put in a translation for everything. That might even help market their sales a little bit. Just my thoughts. All right, so here we are. Oh, there's one English word, coloring. It's one word I know. Well, I'm sorry, I know the countries. It does say Morocco, Tahiti, Nigeria, but I don't know what it's saying about the clothes, but okay. All right, so here we go. It's like kind of standard line art. Unfortunately, there are not single-sided pages, but you know, this is one of those books I imagine you only pick a couple to do. You're not going to do the whole book, so that's completely fine. Like I would be bored to tears to do something like this. So maybe if I want to do what's on the other side, which is pretty, I might. And you know, these pages where you have tons of white space, don't be afraid to do them, because you can put stencils that you lay over, like you get on Amazon, like a pack of 30 different patterns of stencils. You put it on and you get your pan pastels, rub the brush in it and just go over the stencil, and you have this really cool like background pattern and all these different color pan pastels. It's a really fun thing to do. I might show you guys how to do that if anybody wants to see. I've done that for my background before many times. And stencils are really cheap. Well, like $1 for one stencil pack. Just lots of faces and fine details. Wait until you guys see this set of 3 books, 2 or 3 books I have by this one Japanese artist. This fashion that's like, you know, Elizabethan, Victorian, princess, and it's just like the details on the dress are like hundreds, and there's like they're so small. It's amazing. Like it's like the art is so phenomenal. Like you don't even want to color it because I don't think I have pens small enough. And I can't remember the name. I think it was T-O-K Miko Tokaki or something. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Her name. His or her name. It's been like a year since I pulled that book. I don't know. Any of those books by that artist are like on my special shelf. My favorite books on my special shelf. Takai. Or is it Takai? T-A-K-A-I? Something Takai? I think I might be right, actually. Lots of fashions. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, to add to my lovely uplifting list of crummy few weeks, I got stomach flu too last week from my 1-year-old grandson, who took out everybody. He brought it home from daycare and took us all down like a sinking ship. It was awful. It was, oh my God, like I hadn't had stomach flu in like 10 years. I hadn't been around any kids in 10 years. Fun times. Well, I'm sorry. This is the second stomach flu I got from him. The first one I got 4 months ago in December was the first one I had in 10 or 12 years. And then I got another one now 4 months later. This one wasn't as bad as that first one. I think that was influenza I had, and this one was a norovirus, but it was a scenario where like you better hope you're in a place where like it's, yeah, I mean, it wasn't just throwing up, let's just put it that way. It's like, better hope you're not in public when that hits, because that would be not pretty. So yeah, these are just really beautiful drawings of different fashions and different cultures, which I think is kind of neat. And I might do a couple of these, and just to show you how I do some of the backgrounds. And these books I've reviewed before, by Momo Girl, some of my favorites. I have several Momo Girl books. So that is whatever book this is, which I'll link below once I upload this. So 2 more from my lovely overseas collection. I have some more coming up. I'm going to film right now, which I'll release that video tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and see you there.